on this YouTube channel, a place where I provide inspiration and information on how to live a stylish, healthy, happy, minimal lifestyle. In this series, I'm showing you how to transform your childhood bedroom into a space with a studio apartment vibe. This is part 2 of From Childhood Bedroom to Studio Apartment, so if you have not watched part 1, you might want to go back and see that, which is all about context and mindset. If you want to jump into this video, that is fine. Just know you are jumping straight in to creating a vision. When you're going to give your room a makeover, start by deciding on an overall vibe. If you skip this step, you may end up purchasing a bunch of things you like in isolation from each other, which may or may not translate into a cohesive space. I'm not saying you can't take this approach. You could end up with a really neat eclectic theme. However, to minimize the risk of wasting money and alleviate potential frustration on the other side, I would definitely recommend planning ahead. Start by using Pinterest. If you type the word bedroom into the search bar, your results are going to come up with all different themes and settings and types of rooms, and you'll start noticing immediately what draws your attention, both in good and bad ways. So go ahead and start a board that is specifically dedicated to your bedroom, where you can start pinning all the good things that draw your attention. After you've been pinning for a little while, Pinterest is probably going to start tailoring the search results based on what you seem to like. So if you like multiple styles, then up front, make sure you're actively pinning them all. Hopefully just 1 or 2 styles really grab your attention, because later on when you're going to look at how to use it in your space, it's a little bit easier to stick to one style or blend a couple styles than to take from all over the place. But to each his own, go ahead and have fun with it. Warning, do not get caught up pinning forever. At some point, you may transition from exploring and figuring out your style to just consuming eye candy because it's so pretty and you just want to keep going and seeing more beautiful pictures. Once you figure out what your vibe is, go to your board, look at the things you've already pinned, and start looking for certain trends and elements that really stand out to you within those pins. Some of these trends and elements can include things like specific color palettes. Notice if plants are decorating every room you pin. Is there a funky piece of furniture in half of your pins? Do you want to incorporate something like an accent wall? Which is what I did. As you make these observations, make sure to either write them down or make a mental note. These are things that you're going to want to make sure you can use later. Once you've made a little list or a mental note of these observations, go ahead and look up from your computer and look around your space. This is the time to observe what kind of major changes are going to need to happen to fit the new mood or incorporate any more complex elements that you like. For example, my yellow wall bedroom, while it was nice and I liked how it was bright and cheery, I really wanted a neutral color bedroom. Painting walls is a big part of redoing a room. That would need to be noted in this step. I also thought an accent wall would be cool to make the room pop. That's another big thing that I needed to take into account. Smaller details like trinkets and miscellaneous decor can be worked out later, although if you would like, you can draw up a full design in this step, including everything down to the small details. This is all a matter of how you operate and how much pre-planning you want to do. However you choose to do it, just make sure that before you go to the next step, you have a clear vision of the big picture for your new room, so that with every effort you make, you know that it's contributing to your end goal. No wasted time, money, or energy. Once your vision is clear, go ahead and move on to the next video in this series all about big changes. If you want to support me in my quest to create for you full-time, go ahead and like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in part 3.